What's going on, guys? This is Pikachu OTC from Simple Trade. Welcome to another weekly review in which I'll be talking about some massive bangers, insane eruptions, and some absolutely crazy intraday runners and even swing runners. And the first one that I will be talking about today is TXTM. We already covered up this one on the previous weekly review and explained why it rides so hard, and it kept on rising all the way up to the almost 0.2. And then look at that massive drop of price. What happened over here? Over 1.3 billion volume. That's about 12 to 13 million dollars worth of trades in one day, which is absolutely nuts. And the stock price went down drastically, about 50% from its highs. And what happened over here was there was a conference call with the new management of TXTM, and in that conference call people were expecting to hear some massive numbers, some crazy revenues, and some insane assets. They thought they will hear billions and billions worth of dollars, but they said that it will take a couple of months until they could give some numbers away, and that caused a massive sell-off because people don't have the patience and they expected something that did not happen, and that normally happens at the OTC. The expectation is higher than the news itself, but the story here is absolutely not done. The potential from the current price of TXTM is absolutely huge, and we will need to wait for official numbers to see the real price action of that TXTM. Let's move on to the next stock, which is CMGR. Absolutely went nuts. Ran 750% or more in one day. That is absolutely insane, guys. If you did not understand it, realize that we are in a bull market, well, look at that bull run right here. One day, 750%. You could have put $1,000 and made $7,500 in one day. This is absolutely nuts. The reason for that is news that CMGR delivered. By the way, CMGR is a pink current information stock with about 200 float, so it is a very low float, and it released a very big news saying that CMGR closes promo deal with Rob Gronkowski, four-time Super Bowl champion. It is one of the biggest football stars in the world, and he has also massive exposure, so that was a very big deal, in the stock ran so hard. Let me show you just the 5-minute candle. This is absolutely unbelievable. Check this out. The first 2.5 hours were almost green. That is absolutely beautiful. Now let's move on to the next stock, with SHOM or SHOM. That stock ran 400 and almost 50% in about 1 week, or about 8 trading days. Very beautiful chart. What happened over here is very simple. The Twitter account of the company, on June 17th, they tweeted, "Shom, we know we have been quiet for a while. A lot has been made behind the scenes. Expect an update soon." 5 days later, "Good afternoon, Shom shareholders. We're excited to get our journey started. We are working on 4 different development projects with a key focus on assets building. More details early next week." And then on June 23rd, Shom shareholders, if we weren't clear until now about creating shareholder value, there will be no reverse split nor dilution. More updates to follow soon. And that is it about Shom. Those 3 tweets got the stock to rise very nicely with pretty nice liquidity, 450%, another massive runner in about 1 week. So guys, this is the opportunity that we all been waiting for since November. This is our bull market. This is your chance to make some bangers. Let's move on to the next stock, which is SYSX, also covered multiple times in the channel. Ran about 300% in 3 days, gapped up massively. This looks like about 100% of a gap up, and then 100% intraday run. The reason for that is the same reason that the stock ran right here about 2,300%, and that is due to an AK and the so-called merger that we talked about in previous weekly reviews. And they amended the 8K and said that the merger will be completed until June 30. And that is it, guys. That is the only reason why SYSX is starting a rally right now, and I won't be surprised if it will go up and even close the gap that I'm seeing right here around the 0.06, and it could also go higher and higher as the date of the June 30 is getting close. June 30 is this Thursday. So by Thursday, I'm expecting some very nice price action on that stock. Next stock will be RMRK, also covered on the previous weekly review, where it ran about 160%, and if you held all the way for today, you could have made 233%. Let's see what happened over here. And just like most of the OTC stocks, it is a simple tweet from the company. Good afternoon, shareholders. The CEO has been working on this deal for over a year and is extremely delighted at the position the company now finds itself in. News will be released via the official Twitter page and relevant PR channels. Stay tuned and be blessed. So this is an interesting tweet now that he says that they are working for over a year on that deal and that there will be some PR through the Twitter account. So keep your eyes out for RMRK because maybe they will deliver some news this week, who knows. But the price action here is very nice. Just see the volume that pours into the OTC, absolutely beautiful. And now let's move on to the final stock of this weekly review, which is KRFG, that was mentioned on our Discord channel at the prices of the 0013, and it ran from the bottom around 400%. And if you guys remember the tip that I gave you on the previous weekly review where I said swing more and flip less, just look at KRFG. If you swung KRFG, you could have made 400%, but if you flipped it, then you could have made around 20 to 30%, which is absolutely fine, but you could have made much more. So guys, remember, we are in a bull market. You swing more and you flip less. Let's understand what happened on KRFG. So on June 2022, they filed an 8K in which they said that KRFG entered into an equity purchase agreement with Williamsburg Venture Holding LLC, a Nevada limited liability company, in which they agreed to invest up to $20 million through this agreement. Now basically this is all that you need to know. This is a very big number, and the market cap of KRFG at these prices was around $4 to $5 million. So we're talking about 5 or 4 times the current market cap, and now the current market cap is around 22 million. But the DD around this agreement is very interesting. I'm expecting some further price action on that stock. I cannot tell you if it will be up or down, but it is definitely a one to watch as we head into the next week. And that was it about this weekly review, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button so you don't miss any other future videos. And if you did not realize it yet, we are on a freaking bull market. The stocks are running left and right, slabs are going everywhere. There are much more runners than I covered on this weekly review, such as SHMN, which ran about 70%, VRUS, which ran about almost 300%, and another 100% intraday. We had GRLT, and we had much more stock which ran tens and hundreds of percent. So guys, be on the lookout for the next runners as we head into the next week. I'm expecting some more volume, some more action, some more runners. If you want to find them before anyone else, make sure to join our Discord community. The link is down in the description below, and I wish you all a very green, a bull, and a profitable week.